Welcome to Sunday's product research session. If you're looking for winning dropshipping products, this is the session for you. My name is Chris Evers, otherwise known as the Conversion Crusader. For those who don't know me, I am part of the crew of the Freedom Club. We are a dropshipping school. We teach people who know a lot about dropshipping and people who don't know anything about dropshipping how to start your profitable dropshipping business in 2025. We've helped thousands of people, and we've helped members make, that's a lot of zeros. Whatever number that is. Is that 38 million? That's ridiculous. That's crazy. In my time, I've built a 8-figure business, and it's just one of many businesses I've created. And we help our students reach profitabilities like this. If you are looking to get started and this is your first time, you don't know what you're doing, we have a 30-day free program. You can click on over to thefreedomclub.com, click join and get started on our 30-day free program that will have you creating a store, finding a product, and launching it within 30 days, which is pretty amazing. I'm going to go and invite all of our students in. That's what I do. We teach students live here on the channel. And today we'll be teaching them how to find winning dropshipping products. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to drop a like. Oh, and sorry, we're live on the Freedom Club. Welcome everybody to Sunday's product research session. If this is your first time here, well, there's no one else here right now. We'll give them a minute to jump on in. All right, I'll wait a couple of minutes while I get my screens all organized here. Aiden, first time here. Welcome to the chat. You're in the right place. And Damon's here as well. Damon, could you not get enough e-commerce? You have to come in and watch more on Sunday. I know the feeling. Me too. Everyday e-com. All right, I'm going to share my screen, guys. Damon, morning, mate. You said to remind you how I went with Nathan, bringing back in winners. So the key, I'll say this to you now before too many people jump on the screen. The key to Andromeda, according to my mentors, is basically kind of what's working for me on my other brand that I'm scaling right now, by complete accident. And that is, you have one CBO. And this isn't the definitive that this works for everybody. This is what we're doing inside our mastermind. We have one CBO, and inside the CBO, you have many different ad sets. Now, each ad set will be around one particular concept. So, for example, for my bags that I'm selling, I might have one ad set based around concept being good for travelers. And so every ad in the ad set would be good for travelers. Different concept with a completely fresh new image or video. And then you create another ad set 2. And that might be, instead of good for travelers, it might be good for people who commute. And so I think of 6 to 7 ads, completely different visual concept. And in that ad set, they're all based on people who commute. And then in my third ad set, I've got to think up a completely different way of targeting or different concept, a different theme overall, and that's another 7 ads that are completely separate and different from all the other ones, and we keep going and going and going and going. And that's what I'm preparing to do now. Darcy, welcome. Alice, welcome. First time here. Apologies for the been a few minutes. You don't need to apologize. Goodness, we are here to serve you. And sorry, I was just talking about some technical stuff that you'll learn later on, Alice. For now, this is about product research. Let me help you find your winning product. So the first thing we're going to do is introduce you to my winning product database. Damon, is he confident that the new ad set won't hiccup the winning ad set? It absolutely will not. Now, your new ad set may take some budget, and it may not be as profitable as your previous ad set, but that's okay. You can turn it off. Okay, so this is my database. This is not the Freedom Club's database. This is my personal database. So I put products that I like in here that I think will do well. It's my opinion. And I've been doing this a while. So I'm always surprised when I find a student who runs a product that I didn't think would work and it works, but it does happen. So bear in mind, these are just opinions and opinions can change. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. But in here, you're going to find months of data of products that I think are viable products. If you go back in time to even February and you see products here that you like, don't think they're too old. My goodness, look, let's pick a random one. Knife sharpener, we've done that one last week. Bookends, dog, tick, flea. I don't know why my naming convention's so bad. Chris, I'm a godsend. I definitely am not a godsend. I'm learning tons from my videos, and you'll be grateful for the. You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. I live to teach. So this is Fur Life. Now they were selling a dog flea and tick free thing. Okay, they've been doing this for a while now. This is from February, and we look in their ad account. They're still selling the same thing. Yeah, these ads were created in October, but I've been watching these bad boys since February. And I can tell you, if they're still running these ads, they are printing. They are printing money. And not a single student that I've seen is running this product. I don't know why, but I don't know. Do you guys not like clicking on previous months? I don't get it. I don't get it. So look, if you want a hot product, okay, if we want a product that's riding the wave of popularity, we can use tools like Halo Data or Exploding Topics. Halo Data is fantastic for finding TikTok information about trending products. Okay, we've got Exploding Topics. And this is for when you want to pick a big niche, okay? When you want to pick a niche and you want to kind of a bit reassurance, hey, this niche is growing in popularity. These are great tools to pick a niche. You can see here pickleball. Pickleball is running up here. Now, I started a pickleball store. It was not successful. Some products and some niches that are growing will work and some will not. But it's up to us to have the courage to jump in and test a niche, a market, or an idea and see if there's products in there that we can sell. There's no magic bullet that's going to instantly make you successful. Some stores I'm very successful in, others I'm not. But the successful stores, they last for years. So Homecraftology, for those of you who aren't aware of my story, this is my biggest success. I've been running this store for 8 years. We're generating between $75,000 and $100,000 in sales a month. It's okay for on an e-commerce perspective. It's quite respectable, and it pays for my lifestyle. And this is just one of my many stores that I've got. So this was probably my third attempt at dropshipping to figure out, but it was the first time I actually figured out you need to have a proper brand and customer awareness and a good customer experience to make a profitable e-com brand that will stand the test of time. But it all starts with an idea. So definitely look at the October, September, August months, but don't feel afraid to look back into the older months and find a product that makes sense for you. We only need one winning product to start. And you might start with one dog product, for example, and you might end up with a store with 4 or 5 dog product winners. But the point is one product to start with 2 or 3 complementaries. Anyway, let's stop talking. Let's go find some products. Today we'll be using a tool called PiPi Ads. Now, if you do want to join PiPi Ads, there is a link here I'm going to put in the chat. This is my own personal affiliate link. This is not a tool that Freedom Club tells you to use. In the Freedom Club, we teach you to use Media. Now, my personal favorite tool is PiPi Ads. The data is the freshest out there, and the interface is actually the fastest interface for product research. And if you were using any other tools, you might find as you keep scrolling down the winning ads, the tool tends to get slower and slower and slower until it just stops giving you new ads. And that annoys the crap out of me. So I like to use PiPi Ads. If you use that link, you get 20% off. And I do recommend, like, you don't need to sign up to any of these research tools. I give you everything you need to get started. But personally, me being in the drop shipping game, I like to keep my finger on the pulse, and I like to make sure that even if I wasn't doing this product research stream, I would be every week coming on here for about 30 minutes a week at least, and just looking at new ads and looking at new products and jotting them down, because you never know when you're going to need an awesome spreadsheet like this full of winners. And when I found the niche that I'm jumping into next, for example, I jumped into handbags, and I'm doing a handbag store. I've been doing that now for a couple of months. I've got a sheet. I'm not going to share it with you because it's my own data, but I've got a sheet just like this, full of all of my competitors from around the world. I've got their products, their ads, their ideas, their logos, these selling points. I got all of that data in a spreadsheet here, so that when things don't go the way that I planned, I can jump back and use the data I already found. All right, we are going to be looking for dropshipping products. We're going to be looking. Actually, you know what? Let's do the library product. And let's do. Actually, no. I want to look at what's on TikTok today. So we'll go with ad library here. Nope, that doesn't have TikTok. Ad tracker. Never used that before. That's something we should experiment with. Ads by TikTok and Facebook. Dropshipping products. Started in the last 6 months. Last seen within the last 24 hours. I don't want to look at products that don't have active ads. We're going to sort by. We'll sort by ad spend, and we'll see what we find. Is there a way I can sort by ad spend the other way? Guess not. We'll see what we find anyway. Number one method to get rid of bed bugs. Okay, a bedbug spray. It's pretty cool. You could definitely sell that. And definitely, the bedbug niche might be a good niche, because, you know, there's a lot of people who are like, damn, I do not want bedbugs, so I'll just buy this just to be safe. Pretty sure if you showed a video of bugs in a bed to my missus, she'd be like, no brainer, I'm getting this. It's like $30. So that's an interesting idea. Obviously, that's an Indian language. Herb astrigi. Interesting. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the profit margin would be pretty dismal though, so we'll skip that one. What is that one? Hello to bright skin. Do we need to target America? Let's look here for country, region, United States, Australia, and United Kingdom. Oh, and Canada. Damn it, what happened? United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, United States. If you guys have any questions, if you got a product that you're thinking about that you're not sure if it's any good, you can post a link in the chat and I will be happy to help you out. Flomus, warning. With PiPi ad membership is better to begin with, basic or best. You can start with the basic. Basic's fine. And look, if you run out of credits or you just need something extra, then you can upgrade. But start off with the lowest. Don't jump right into the most expensive plan if you don't know what you need yet. We've got Indian pharmacies. Why? Reading glasses alert. Get your hands on Rimless One Power Mobile Protection Readers. What? Auto adjustable according to your eyes. What is this crap? Okay, the eyewear. We actually had these glasses on last week. I always wanted to make a glasses store. Talk about it all the time. Is this that beef product? I don't know. Elevate your workspace furniture. This is cool. This exercise bike here, but too big and heavy for us to ship. Aiden, you're building your site around these. Hard time finding complementaries though. Let's take a quick look at what you're selling here. Rubber weight dumbbell grip hand protector. Interesting. Okay. Basically anything like within the workout space. That's cool. What about like stretchy products or products to help you like stretch your calves, your hamstrings, whatever? Along with, you could even go and sell like red light recovery belts. You could also sell, I'm just thinking here, just spitballing ideas. What are those things? Those adjustable weights. These ago. These. I wonder if you could find a cheap version of these that you could sell. Like you could sell it for even just $300. I think I bought mine for like $240. And even though you can't really discount it, you could sell it for $299 and still make $150 profit. So anything in the niche? Well, the needs that these people that you're selling to will be, they want to lift heavy weights, right? Maybe they want to do it from home. Maybe they're bringing these into the gym. So you could also start thinking, what do people need in the gym? Well, they need towels, maybe a nice microfiber gym towel. They need, oh, there's so many things, my friend. There's so many things. Find yourself a competitor e-commerce store who's selling it. And I don't really have any other suggestions there from eBay, and have a look what other products they're also selling. Even I saw like a shoulder brace. There's a company who sells shoulder braces to people who work out. They look like this. You know, muscle recovery stuff would be great. Thames machines, maybe. An muscle ice recovery thing. Oh, so many things. Like a red light recovery thing for the arms of the pecs. Yeah, so many different things you could sell. Good idea though. My dad got, okay, multivitamin. Not interested in multivitamins. Mate, I've got more than that many killers in my product database here. There'd be plenty of workout stuff in here if you take a good look. Plenty of it. Hairspray? No, not interested in hairspray. Makeup routine. Easy product. Let's check it out. Maybe a silly question. Do I sell one or more of the countries I filtered? If you're in Australia, would you research this market or compare multiple markets? There's two ways about thinking around this. Number one of the things I love to do is find products in other countries that haven't quite hit Australia yet, or there's like minimal competition here in Australia. That's one thing. Or number two, I find a product that's doing well in Australia and bring it to the US, because the US hasn't really popped yet for that particular product. Or I just find a popular product that's popular in all countries because there's a good amount of competition, which means there's probably a good amount of demand. And when there's demand, then you can sell anywhere. Chris, you're in your mid-50s, very good shop. You'd like to show personal UGC of you. Oh, very good shape, I think you mean. You'd like to show personal UGC of you, punching, kicking a heavy bag type of product from home, $100 to $100.50 price range. Any suggestions? So you want to go for more boxing type of thing, do you? Shape, yes, very good shape. Hey, I'm attempting. I've got my weight spins behind me. I've been on a fat loss mission for the past 2 months, and now it's almost time to bulk up. Almost. That would mean that I have to pry myself away from this office chair and actually go do some lifting. That's the hardest bit. Hey, getting started. We're looking for boxing. Darcy, you're struggling to understand taxes when taking a product to another country. You guess that's why you hire accountants. So one of the reasons why I prefer to target the US for a lot of my stores is because if I am an Australian and I sell a product to the US, they don't have to pay for any GST. If I'm selling a product in Australia, well, I got to put aside some GST, and they got to pay that. Well, they got to pay it first, and then I got to put it aside. If you need help, BJV accountants. These are my accountants. Just let them know that you got them from Chris. These guys are from Melbourne. They're a husband and wife team. They did the accounts for myself and a few other Freedom Clubbers as well. This is not an affiliate type of situation here. I don't get any benefit from giving them to you. They're not an official partner with Freedom Club or anything. They're just my personal accountants. But they've learnt not from me, but from their peers, how to do e-commerce and structured. What am I trying to say here? They've learnt how e-commerce tax needs to work, and they've helped me build a structure of trust funds around my companies to protect me legally from the companies that own my stores. Laura is your main accountant now. Awesome. They're good people. And unlike a lot of other accountants, they actually now understand what we need to do in e-commerce. So if you're getting consistent sales, don't do what I did. I got myself in a deep financial problem because I made a lot of money really quick, and I spent a lot of money really quick. And these guys needed to help me get my tax situation sorted. So yeah, they are fantastic. All right. So you're talking about boxing products. Stuff like this can sell. I wouldn't base my whole entire business around a boxing game necessarily. A grappling dummy. I've never even thought of that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you could definitely sell some of this stuff. What I'd be looking at first. These are pretty good product ideas. What I'd be looking at is in the Facebook ads. Even if you don't use a tool like PiPi ads, which I highly recommend you do just to save time, you can come to the Facebook ad library. Give you a link here in case you guys don't know it. And you can search just for boxing. It's going to take a while doing it this way. Alice, how early in the process do you recommend reaching out to the accountants? When you're making profit. As soon as you're making profit. Don't make it hard on yourself. When I first had success, there was no one out there to guide me on what to do, and I waited too long. I think I waited 2 or 3 years, 2.5 years before I got my act together and started talking to a tax agent, because I was just hiding my head in the sand. I just didn't want to deal with anything to do with tax. I was paying my income tax, and I was paying my tax on profits that I was making through e-commerce. But it wasn't done correctly. So doing it myself didn't really help. And yeah, don't wait as long as I did, because it'll come back and bite you in the ass. So you can search boxing, and you'll have to weed through a lot of different unrelated ads. But if you just want to do this for free, you might find a winning product here. But if you use something like PiPi ads, you can come along and put into the search field boxing and find all of your e-commerce competitors and what they're selling. You can do the same with Minia as well if you're using Minia. Completely up to you. Anyway, we were looking at this $24. No, the price is too low, and the profit is not there for us. So let's skip this one. Oh, and also, if you guys ever want to watch this on YouTube, you can watch all my previous recordings on my YouTube as well. And you can follow if you like. Okay, we've got a copyrighted breathing huggable doll. Pretty good product, these types of things. I wouldn't sell this one because it's obviously copyright. But this sort of product can do okay. True Classic. These guys have great marketing and crappy t-shirts. Sourdough knife. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Earthly Blisso. Ooh. Ooh. For any of the people, and I know you're probably not on this stream right now, but if you're running any of those wooden utensils, this would be the ultimate next product that I'd be putting on my store. Try the Bradley. Reversal blade for lefties, lifetime warranty. Ooh, nice store. How much are we talking here? $43. Is that US? I'm assuming that's US. We'll find out. And you get a free sourdough book. Nice. They've been watching my stream. Free Bradley. One free. So you get two Bradleys for $43. So like $60. The website could be a little bit better. What's this? The Bradley signature design. Is that a handbag? Is that a handbag, or is that Bradley, or is that the box? That's a handbag. I'm confused. Let's just add this to cart, and then we'll check their ads to see if they're actually making money. I got a free. Oh, that's cool. These are actually coming up as free. Nice. $43 US. That's about what, $60, $75? 66 Australian dollars. All right. Now we need to figure out if these guys are actually making money. Oh, it might be too early to tell. It looks like they're just getting started, hence probably why they've got handbags on their store. We'll go and find out if they're running Facebook ads. They are? They are. Oh! 120 days? No, really? Let's go find them. So in the Facebook ad library, we're going to search for Earthy Bliss. October 17, October 16, October 4th, August. Hot diggity damn. We're making money. July, yeah, we're making a lot of money. Oh, this is brilliant. That's going on the list, my friends. That is a green product. Bread knife. And we know full well that sourdough is popular because Taylor Swift is cooking sourdough and talking about it. And here is the PiPi ads data. Oi. So in terms of colors, guys, green, let me talk to you through these. Okay, red, avoid them. I need more data, or this particular example is not good, so just avoid red. Orange, I need to wait a little bit of time before I'm happy to say it's a good product. White is a good product. Green is an easy win. So green products, they're not necessarily going to be better than white, they're just going to be easier for a first-time product. White, by all means, it could actually be more lucrative in many situations, but green, definitely, if you're new and you're looking for something easy, go for green. Yellow, don't avoid it just because it's yellow, but yellow means either I'm already selling it, I've had a store that sold this in the past, I'm currently selling it, or I am building a store, or I really just want to build a store in this niche. If it's yellow, that does not mean that you have to avoid it. It just means if you see my ads in the newsfeed, you're forewarned. That's all it means. Okay. Hoodies, what's this thing? A shoe? I wouldn't recommend selling shoes. We did have a student attempt shoes. I think they did get a few sales, but then the returns started coming in with people with wrong sizes. Oh, what's this? Laura Geller Beauty, okay. This is a good problem to solve. Mature skin. Okay, okay. It's probably a big brand, right? Great ad though. Oh. The baked and brighten color correcting foundation. It's a nice product. I imagine. It looks very earthy. Lots of reviews. Wow, look at that. Can we sell this? So we're talking, hey Sabine, we're talking 30 USD. AUD. No. Yeah, we can't really compete with that. I'm going to skip that one. That would be too difficult. No, we don't want to do pigmentation products. We don't want to sell gifts. We don't usually, Sabine, yeah, I'm very well. Hopefully you are too. We don't usually want to sell clothes, but weatherproof work pants, that's could be a very interesting market. Great ad. You're still going to have problems with people wanting to have different sizes. It's still not what the Freedom Club is about, but very, very interesting. Very interesting. Say hello to Teddy. A design? Yeah, not interested in that. There's no way we can dropship that. This is already on the list. This is a great business. Charms from places you travel. These guys have been operating for at least the 8 months that I've been doing this stream. And I said from day one, this is a great niche. It's already gold on my list. I will hopefully one day get to the point where I build a store like that. I have built stores in very similar in the past for collectibles. They work great. They work great. Sabine, you're supposed to be getting your page reviewed for Facebook ads next week. If I have time at the end of this session, we'll be able to check it. Not at this session. This session is I'm just doing product reviews or product research. Sorry, not reviews. But I will be happy, and the coaches will be happy to give you a page review as well if you want to jump into one of their streams. This is a product that has done very, very well for a lot of people. I want to see if these guys are doing well. EMS, red light therapy, face and neck wrinkle remover. Okay, mediocre store. Let's go see how their ads are doing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, they're selling this. Let's go figure out if they're making a lot of money from it. Where Luna? What do they look like? Saluna Skin. Okay, we've got ads from the 1st of October, September 26th. Yeah. September the 4th. They are getting sales of this. And this is a product that's been on the list for a long time, and they are definitely getting sales. Definitely. Face LED tool. Here are the PiPi ads. This is a pretty green product too. Smooth plus lift. Get lifted. Okay. I am wary about this kind of stuff you might put on your skin. I don't want to sell anything personally that could irritate someone's skin. But if you are going to sell something like that, and you can get it formulated in Australia, and I think that will be fine. I don't want to sell anything like that from China personally. I know I looked at makeup earlier, but just make sure that you're happy with the quality of the product. Lashes already on the list. Aiden, there are a few products that have led in them directly recently, which were drop shipped. Do you feel bad for the folks involved? Damn. Lead. How did that even happen in 2025? That's like my worst nightmare. Now, I say we try and avoid shoes, but I'm fairly sure a product like this will make you so much money. From 510 to 6'1". Damn, that would make me 6'1". That's cool. Do you feel like you're wearing stilts? If you had a good supplier who could make these in good quality, and you had you'd probably need a bit of money behind this idea, right? The only way to really make this work is going to be if you had enough to invest to buy a bunch of these in bulk, which is very, very feasible. Send them to your 3PL provider here in Australia and have a good system for returns and size changes. It can be done. I wouldn't do it for your first store because you want to make sure you got the capital behind you and you have a pretty good understanding of e-commerce before you dive into something like this. But I definitely think this is a killer $1 million idea. I'm not going to pop on the list though for those reasons. Okay, guns. We don't sell our products like this in Australia. My gosh, that would probably sell well in the US. I had a friend who started a Fourth Amendment store in the States, and he would sell stuff like this, and he did really, really well. And do you know what his best-selling product was? His best-selling product was paper targets. Paper targets. He would get them in on this sort of product, on this sort of gun-related product. He wasn't ever selling guns, but gun-related products. And then he would get people buying lots and lots and lots of paper targets. Aiden, what are some identifiers of a stay away product when it comes to cost? Products where if you multiply the cost by 3, you can't sell it. We need to have a good profit margin. Mobile phone holder. Not sure how legal that is, but that is pretty cool. Check the legality of this, and then that's a cool product for sure. I'm not going to pop on the list because I just don't know. And that rule of 3 applies to higher cost items too? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm talking about anything under, $100. We want that 3 times profit margin. If we're talking a bit higher ticket products, if we're talking products that cost $200 to $300, if you can sell a product for $300 to $400 and make $100 to $200 in profit, then I think that's fine. It all comes down to how much it's going to cost to get a customer on Facebook. That's really what it boils down to. How much does it cost per act to acquire a new customer, and how much profit are you going to make? Pretty good razor. Not bad. Okay, let's have a look. ASMR razoring, cozy home. It said it was cozy home. They've changed it to $1. $39 for a 360 flex blade USB grooming trimmer. AUD. There is just not enough profit. Even if you could get this for say $10, that's only a $20 profit. It'll cost you at least $20 to $30 to find a customer on Facebook. So unless people are buying more than one, which maybe they are, but probably not as much as you want, then this is not a good product idea. The cheapest that I've seen someone acquire a customer on Facebook would be 15 to 20 bucks. This is already on the list. Mushroom. We had a student sell mushrooms, mushroom powder. I think they've done well. I think they've done well. It's been a while since I talked to them. That's what tends to happen when people do really well. Life gets better and life takes over. We've got award-winning golf irons. Food we want to avoid. That's Indians. But a crystal store, I think, could be cool. Can I explain what it means for CPM? When it's okay, so CPM stands for cost per mile. And as for why it's cost per mile, I don't know why it's cost per mile, but what it really means is your cost to show your ad 1,000 times on Facebook. And the CPM changes. It's not just a set fee that everybody pays. Facebook applies a whole set of rules to give you a unique CPM based on how your customers react to your ads and based on how your customers react to your website. If you have a high bounce rate, or if people don't add to cart very often, or if people just click on your website and then immediately click off, your CPM will go up. If you have clickbaity ads, or if the experience that people are looking at in your ads doesn't match what they get when they go to your website, your CPM will go up. And sometimes you'll have a high CPM, but you'll have a high click-through rate. And that will mean that your cost per click will be somewhat feasible. But if you have a high CPM and a low click-through rate, you'll be paying $4, $5, $6 for a click, and that is not sustainable. So how we get a lower CPM is we keep our ads, our successful ads, we keep them running longer, and over time the CPM will come down. We have Facebook understand our pixel. The longer we're running our business, the lower our CPMs will become. We improve our website, we improve our images, and we improve our ads, and we'll get a lower CPM. And we always try to improve our customer experience, whether that's having a good customer service team monitoring the emails, having a good shipping time, having a good product, so that when Facebook actually it actually gets users to fill out a form after they've purchased or after they've even had their products delivered, it will say, hey, you've recently had products delivered from Homecraftology. How was your experience? How they respond to that request can dictate your CPM. So for my big store Homecraftology, my CPM is around about $25 to $30. For my big fashion brand client that I work with, their CPM is $25 to $30. For my brand new bag store that I have up and running, my CPM is about $30 to $50, depending on the day and the ad. And that started at $75 to $100. So it's come down about half the initial cost that Facebook gave me. And that's all just down to having a good customer experience. And that's what a CPM is. Does that help you understand? I know it's complicated. It's basically, at its core, a way that Facebook can apply a penalty to bad players to disencourage them from advertising on the platform, and also to give good players, like good marketers out there, a reason to give customers a good experience, so that we actually get a discount. Nothing to do with the budget set? No, nothing to do with the budget set for the ad. Aiden, so if your new account has to warm up, which impacts this pixel. So if you're new, your ad account has to warm up, which impacts this. Pixel has to understand user movement. So the start can be really volatile. Absolutely, the start can. That's why I encourage you to start small. If I start a brand new business with a brand new ad account, I just don't go all in with $1,000 a day. I actually start when I'm just trying to get an idea of even targeting. I start at $10 a day per ad set. Get an idea of the targeting, get an idea of the type of ads that work. And then I pop it up to $20 a day once I'm a bit more confident. Because you don't make money by throwing money away. Even if you got money coming in from other businesses, you don't throw everything you got at the new business and hope to high hell it works. So I start small. And then when I've got something that works, that's when I scale it. And that's every time I start a new business. Eye lenses, interesting idea. It's another one of those ones where I do worry if there's a defect in the product. It is very easy to injure somebody's eye, right? I worry about that one. I don't think that's a great idea. Gifts. Ooh. That's not a bad idea. I need to tell you guys a story. So behind me, there's a box that was shipped to me because my missus, she got drop shipped. I gotta hand it to these guys. They knew what she wanted and they sold it to her. They sold her cooling bamboo sheets, and as soon as it arrived, I'm like, sweetheart, can you show me the website you bought these from? And she's like, it was a legit website. It was fantastic. It answered all my questions and it did all the things that I needed, and I wanted to solve that problem, so I bought it. I'm like, sweetie, these are straight out of eBay, and I think she spent $300 on these sheets, and there's this cooling doona. I'm like, sweetie, these are not $300 worth of sheets and cooling doona. This is $50 worth of eBay, and we had a look on eBay, and yeah, there they were, and she got drop shipped. So even my wife buys drop shipping products. It all comes down to the marketing. Hey, what were these? Quality furniture? No, what was this? Knee joint stuff? That's an interesting visual hook there. All right, these little guys here, we had a student make a bit of money out of these. Great little handheld devices. I don't recommend anything like this because these games are pirated. And just by having this in your ad, Nintendo, they will come after you. Might take a little while, but they will. And the last thing you need is somebody destroying your business. What's this thing? Write, erase, repeat. I think we had a student do very well with something kind of similar. Terrible website. Decent product though. Let's go see if these guys are actually making money. Okay, Shop Hub is the name of the store. Terrible, terrible name. Good God, if they're making money off this, you could probably make money off this too. I don't know if we're going to find them with that. Is there a link to the ads? There is not. Yeah, we're going to skip this one. I can't find that in Ad Manager. Too spammy? Yeah, spammy is the word I'm looking for. Too spammy. Slimming down. Bracelet.
This bracelet
That is a really good ad. Oh god, it's one of these. Of course. Good gosh. Website's taking a while to load. Spirilet. Manifestation. Jesus Christ. Ugh. It's not even the same thing they had in the ad. Nah, the website's too slow. I can't deal with this. Oh no, I closed everything down. Oh, we're out of time as well. All right. So, today we've found only 3 products today. But that's okay. Sometimes we don't find that many. In what's the month? October so far, we've had 36 products. September, 34 products in September. So we've already beaten September. Here is a link to the database for those who want it. Go in there and go find your products and submit them to me so I can give them an approval. Go out there and find some products, guys, and go and enjoy your Sunday. I'm about to do the same. I'll chat to you guys when I'm back on Tuesday. Take care.